Are you comfortable just releasing the $3,000 now and not waiting until the other money is put in escrow?
I don't know that she can do that. Court calls the case of Townhomes on Robbie Lane versus Janella Smith.
David Fantair on behalf of the plaintiff.
Jamila Smith.
Jamila. Okay. All right. Where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Friedman at length last night about this case. Ms. Smith has a balance of $6,927.93.
Hold on. Hold on just a second, man.
And I just went over that ledger with Amy, and the balance is correct. It's my understanding that last Friday, Ms. Smith represented to the court that she had $1,400 and that she was told to put that money in escrow with the court by Monday, and that she has not. And so what she has done is she has talked to a couple different agencies, and it's my understanding that she's got approval from SOS to pay $474.61 in utility charges, Friends Indeed to pay $450, Jewish Family Services to pay $450, Peace Neighborhood to pay $326. And then Amy has also arranged for them to pay $3,000. Now, if you add that all up, it's exactly $1,400 less than what she owes. So had she paid the $1,400 that she represented, we'd be fine. And Amy has already done the request for the $3,000 check, but now she's a little concerned because the numbers don't add up, and she's afraid that the money's going to get paid.
So back up. The 4,761 is where?
No, not $4,474.61. That's from the SOS utility. It's not from the HIDA fund. It's from a separate fund, which is designed solely for utilities. So that's 474.61.
Okay.
And so if we add those all up, she's exactly $1,400 less than she owes. And
so I need $600.
no, we need $1,400.
I have
no, that was already there. That $800 was already there at that time. So she was supposed to put another $1,400 in.
Stop. How much does she owe?
$6,927.93. She has not paid rent to the client directly since October 27th of last year.
6127 minus 9.
6118.
61. Say again.
6118.
No, it can't be.
You said 6127.
No, 6127.
You said minus?
Yeah, that was she.
Minus 9.
That'd be 5227.93, Your Honor.
What do you have?
Yeah.
5227.
So was there another $900 in escrow?
David, please. 5227. Then give me 326 off of that number, please.
326?
Yes, ma'am.
4901.
And then off of that number, 47461.
4426.39.
4426. So I come up with, it's not exactly, I don't come up with exactly 1,400. I come up with, she needs 1426.39.
Yes, I agree.
Ms. Smith,
Yes, sir.
do you have the 1426.39?
Okay, can I explain, Your Honor? First, I want to
Pardon?
apologize. I said, can I explain what you have?
Yeah.
First, I want to apologize for not putting that money in there. I left out of court, and when I left out of court, that's when I got the callbacks from the agencies that stated that I was approved. I thought that I'm not sure of how how that pans out when they send it out or how long it takes. I'm not sure how that works. I just received notice this morning from Miss Amy about the $3,000. Basically what I'm saying is, like, I didn't know that was for the May's rent, and I had planned on the May's rent being paid on the 30th.
It's not
And
May's
that's,
rent, Your Honor.
We're not looking at May's rent, ma'am. We're not looking at May's rent, ma'am.
well,
This is,
then,
the numbers that we're dealing with are through April.
well, then I'm working off of 5,500 and the 450 from the 900 from the two agencies, the 326 from Peace Neighborhood Center, and the 3,000 plus the 800 in escrow, it should be $5,500.
Well, and in a certain respect, that makes sense. When you say it's $5,500,
Yes, sir. That's the number that I was working off of from the ledger, $5,500.
okay. Which ledger were you working off of, ma'am?
The most recent one that I was emailed 2 weeks ago, I believe. The amount was actually 54 and some change. I'm sorry.
Amy, can I? s-
It was how much, ma'am?
54 and some change, 5,400 and some change, sir.
Does anybody have a ledger?
Yeah, Amy does.
Was there a point at which it's 54? Was that at the end of March, maybe?
It was on March 6th.
Okay. Okay, so what's happened, ma'am, is that ledger, whatever you're looking at, the ledger that you're looking at includes your charges through March. And then we have April. You follow me?
I do, but I don't know what else to
Okay,
do.
hold on.
I'm trying here. I just got back into my job. I don't know what else to do. I literally have 2 months left on this lease and I'm not trying to have this on my credit. I am a teaspoon away from breaking down. So
Okay. Okay, so here's Ms. Smith. So here's our problem.
yes, sir.
If we don't get the 142639, these other funds aren't going to be paid.
Okay, so I know that Peace Neighborhood Center is sending out the 326 on Monday. I got that confirmation, and that's when Ms. Curry will be back in the office to send that out. Now, as far as the other two, I'm not sure about how that timing works. I know that I get my first paycheck on the 30th, and that is going straight to towards this.
Hold on. When do you get? How
I get
much is
paid.
your monthly? Hold on.
Okay.
How much is your monthly rent?
$890.
$890.
Yes.
Okay. So, and how much were you going to put through? You said you get your first check when?
On the 30th. That's a
On
Tuesday.
April 30th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's a Tuesday.
Okay. So how much? Hang on a second. I'm just trying to do my math here real quick. Okay. Say 23. So how much that first check, how much were you going to put on the 30th?
1,100.
Okay. That'd be on the 30th of April.
Yes,
right?
sir. That's my very
All
first
right.
check. Yes.
Okay. So when is your next check?
That following Tuesday.
So the next week on Tuesday. So the 30th
Yes, sir.
and then the 7th.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now on the 7th, how much of that check can you put in?
I need to pay my DTE, but I can put half of it on there.
Okay, so how much is half?
Half of I'm not sure what my full check would look like, but I think in the upwards of I can give them 600.
600. Okay,
Yes, sir.
all right. So that's on the 7th. Then your next check is when? The next
That
week?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so on May 14th, what can you do?
I can do another 600.
Okay.
Your Honor,
So hang
I'm
on.
still paying my daughter's
Hang on.
college
Just,
tuition.
ma'am, hold on.
Yes.
Just hang on.
Okay.
Because I know you've been trying to work through this. And so, all right. So all right. As I see this, your and I'm only doing this because I think Miss Smith was acting in good faith. She's just operating a month behind because of the ledger that she got. But she was working with a figure and she found a way to get to that figure, but it didn't include her April rent.
No.
I don't have a doubt in my mind. I'm not sure how she would have entirely done it, but I don't have a doubt in my mind that had she known that the April rent was in there, she would have been trying to do something else.
I definitely
I don't doubt that for 1 minute with her. So all this hard work that's been done by Hawk, by Peace Neighborhood, by that, we're not going to let that go to waste. So what I'm going to do is we're going to carry it into May.
Okay.
All right. She's just got a couple of months left on her and I don't know. What was that phrase you used? You were like a teaspoon away from breaking down. I never heard that before. Write that down. I'm gonna have to use that. I don't know where I'm gonna use it. Okay.
Your Honor, if I hear that on the Wednesday morning meeting, I'm gonna call you out.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get in the meeting and it'll be 7:30 in the morning. I'll be like, I'm a teaspoon for breaking down. Anyway.
Your Honor,
So here's what we're gonna do. Miss Smith,
Yes, sir.
on the 30th, you're to put $1,100 into court escrow.
Okay.
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 Then on the 7th, May 7th, you're to put $600 into court escrow.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm gonna order at this time. Then you're also gonna on May 14th, you're gonna need to put 600 and hold on a minute. You're gonna need to put $617
Okay. I
into
can do
court
that.
escrow.
I'm writing this down.
All right.
And you said six. What was that last figure? Six what?
$617.
Okay. I get that.
Now, if
And
my math is correct, but I'm no math genius, but I think I got this one. That should cover that 14 shortfall that we're talking about. 1426.39 plus your 890 in
And
rent.
Okay.
Now there may be some late fees, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure something out. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But to get that, I'm going to give you a break rather than give you a judgment. again, and we're just gonna do it this way.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
But if it's not paid, the thing is, I'm gonna know,
I know.
okay? And so that if it's not paid, I don't want to hear a teaspoon of anything.
Can I just make sure one thing with Amy? Are you okay with that? And
Whatever.
Oh.
so the money can still be released? We're not gonna wait till all those things.
Used to be people talk to the judge, are you okay with that? But they now just ask Amy. They just ask Amy.
He's got the money. May I address Amy?
Yes, you may, of course.
My concern is the other people, the friends indeed, they will probably still pay because they dealt with her directly. Are you comfortable just releasing the $3,000 now and not waiting until the other money is put in escrow?
I don't know that she can do that.
I think she's already released it based upon the promises.
It's been approved, Your Honor. I just need to know that we're in a good place so that this money is not gonna be wasted.
Exactly, and that's why it's been approved. Has it been to you now? Right. And so I'm not going to require that they release. I'm not going to ask them to go against what they would normally do. Because what has to happen, regardless of whether or not there was a mistake or not, whether or not Ms. Smith is looking at the wrong ledger or not, the plan that I have, she's going to put 1,100 in on the 30th. She's going to put the 600 on May 7th. I'm going to adjourn this out to the 10th. And then I may have to put it out one more week, but I want a check-in date so that we know that 1,700 would be in there.
Your Honor, my concern is I spoke to SOS this morning. They may be out of money by then. That's why I wanted to lock that 3,000.
SOS is already paid.
Hold on.
2,000 being approved means it is.
It's there.
So you've got it frozen.
She's got it. They got it. I'm not worried about that.
So you can freeze it and just not mail for a couple
Oh,
weeks.
for God's sakes, look, we got it worked out. It's just a matter of getting her funds from her wages into court escrow so we have it so that can go out.
Okay. Sorry, Your Honor.
May 10th, 2024, 2 p.m. Okay? Ms. Smith,
Thank
you
you,
know what
Your
you
Honor.
have to do.
Yes, I
Right?
do. Yes, I do. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great weekend. Thank you.
You too. First calls the case of Westbrook Apartments versus Malu Noor.
Funny, I just go down the rabbit hole and then, yeah, you're like a YouTube star. You and Judge in 34th District Court. I'm blanking his name, Oakley.
I don't know about being a star.
Ah.
I just come here and do my job.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Schlesinger, standing in for the attorney of record on behalf of plaintiff.
All right, your name?
Ezra Bazzi.
Yes, defendant two. All right, very good. All right, and where are we on this case?
Well, Judge, I have had the opportunity to speak with Ms. Bazzi this morning. She's indicated that her and Ms. Noor have filed for assistance. She's indicated they filed a DC 539. She wasn't entirely sure if the court had received it or not, but she said that they had filed it. And she said she has not received word back from DHS as it relates to their application for assistance.
Okay.
So if that's the case, Your Honor, I think we were just at our first hearing last week.
Yes, so she's actually entitled to a stay at least until next week. And I don't have second hearings next week, right? So I'd have to go to May 10th in any event
You fine, Judge?
to adjourn it out. Okay. So I'll adjourn this to May 10th, 2024 time.
12 p.m.
12 p.m. All right. Let me ask you this. You've applied for assistance. Counsel, how much is owing at this point?
Judge, I am showing $3,085 unpaid rent. There's $187 in court cost, $3,272 presently, though if we
Right. But then
Yeah, if we
what's
back in May,
what's your monthly rent?
1,600.
1,500. Okay. So,
so we're looking at somewhere in the ballpark of just short of $6,000. $5,000.
5,000,
I went to
just short of
law
5.
school, not math school.
Okay, so, so let me ask you this. How are you guys intending on trying to get this paid?
So, I get paid weekly, so I'm paying as much as I can from that. And Malu's gonna get a job soon, so he's gonna
Okay,
get that paid as well. And, yeah, we should get, we're still waiting on a payment, in May too. So
still waiting on
we should expect a payment in May from school.
from school?
Yeah, so that should help as well.
Okay, you gotta help me with that. What kind of payment from school? Student loans?
Refunds, yeah. and-
Student loan refund?
Yes.
Okay, so where are you in school?
I'm enrolled in Lansing and Malu's enrolled in, Washington Community College.
Okay. So have they told you when those refunds are gonna be issued?
Not mine, but Malu's sometime in May. Not sure what exactly when.
Okay, so. All right,
But until
so
then,
let me ask, she signed up for classes for the summer? Okay, so. Those begin, and the only reason I teach there, so they. Those, my class ends. Okay, so that refund certainly isn't gonna get here by the 10th, because classes start second week in May, I think. And then the refund's not gonna come until after that. Okay,
yeah,
so it may get there at some point. Other thing that worries me is the only assistance, so you're waiting on those refunds. You applied through DHS.
I have it.
Okay. And that's the only assistance that you've tried to see?
Yeah,
Okay. Is there a reason why you didn't call Hawk Housing Access for Washtenaw County?
no, I can give them a call. I just forgot that they existed.
Okay, and here's the reason I'm gonna tell you that. Although it's called state emergency relief, it by no means is gonna even cover any of this.
Right, I'm working right now. I work 2 jobs, so I'm gonna be paying as much as I can.
Okay, I know. All right, but you're gonna be staring down the barrel of $5,000, right? And that's trying to get there, trying to get that paid is gonna be a bit of a problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when do you next get paid?
I get paid on Thursdays.
Okay. And so on Thursday, how much are you going to be able to put toward your rent?
The least I'll have is 400. Might have more.
You'll have 400?
Yeah, might have more. Today I can pay 200.
Okay, so you can pay 200 today, and then you think next Thursday to be about 400. Okay. Is Amy in the building or is she on
She's
Zoom?
on Zoom.
Hello, Amy.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Um,
I will
this
be,
is Amy.
just to,
Pardon?
I will be there for the 11 o'clock docket. That's my intention.
Okay, you're gonna be in building at 11 for
Or
the 11 o'clock
for the
docket?
11 o'clock, like, yeah.
Wonderful. Here's what I want you to do, young lady. I want you, because I'd like for you to speak directly with Amy. Okay, to basically try to get your other avenues that may be able to help you do this, okay? So you can get all of those things, because otherwise what's going to end up happening is, as I'm looking at this, you're not going to be able to catch up. Okay, I mean, I'm just doing the math. Okay, but I became a lawyer, so I didn't have to, but I think I could do this, Matt. You're not gonna catch up. And so you're gonna need something to kind of get you over that hump. And then try to be able to maintain yourself with your employment, your other things. Make sense to you? Okay, so what I want you to do, what time are we at now?
About 10:35, Your Honor.
10:35. Okay, so I've adjourned this out to the 10th of May. I need you to wait here. Amy will be here. She's a wonderful person, and I want you to talk to her, okay? Amy, did you want her to call Hawk now to get an appointment?
Yes, please. That would be helpful.
Okay, thank you. You have your cell phone with you? Okay. So when I play the video, did you see the Hawk number?
I did, yeah.
Did you write it down? No, I was on the video and you didn't. Okay, fine. All right. Can we give her, we'll give you the number. Need you to call them, okay? But listen, they're going to, they'll go through some questioning and if they give you a date for an appointment, it's going to be sometime in the future. Just take that appointment. Okay? Even though, you know, they know what they're doing. So don't like argue with them if they give you a date in June or July and you say, well, my court date is, don't argue with them. Just take the date. All right. And then when you talk with Amy, we'll be able to do that. Okay? All right, young lady. Thank you. Court does call the case of Forrest Knoll versus Dear Bintu.
Thank you, Judge Paul Huth, P 31986, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff. I just received an email from Min Kim. If I could forward it to one of you to print so I can sign it. It's a dismissal.
Oh,
Stipulation for dismissal. Fine.
all right, great.
Should I send it to Ann?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't send it to Emily because I'll never get it. Okay. Probably. Yeah. No, I'd eventually get it, but I don't know.
It'll take a second to get there.
All right. How you
Work
doing?
in process. Still gaining on it.
What you say?
It's a work in process.
Process. And these individuals here are,
Those two are observing. I talked to them out in the hallway.
they're observing what?
Whatever is going on here today, I guess.
Oh, no. Are you students? They nod in unison. Where are you students? Yay. Okay. And what class is this for? Law class. Okay. And what are your names? Okay. What, seniors, juniors, seniors? And so what are you supposed to observe? Yeah, we don't know. No. So what we're doing, is it focus, is the class, when I went to Pioneer, I'm a Pioneer High grad, so it's good to have you here. When I went there back with the dinosaurs, we didn't have a law class. At least I don't think, I don't know, I didn't go to class. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. So was it focused more on civil or criminal? And so you're come to court to observe, and then what are you going to do with that? You have to write an essay? The focus of the essay is? Okay.
None of
Oh, no,
this is filled out, so.
No, no. Oh.
Oh, and
And you picked Friday because we're students and we don't want to be in school on Friday. Yeah, okay. I kind of knew the answer. Because that's why I asked if it was focused more on criminal or civil, is because for me, today is all civil landlord tenant. Yesterday, if you had come down yesterday, that's all criminal, all felony criminal. And then Wednesdays for me are misdemeanor criminal. So what, are you supposed to talk to people or are you just supposed to look and then write something? I guess this is what we're supposed to do. Didn't they tell you? So are you guys gonna head to college or where do you know where you're going? You're going to Michigan, just not leaving here. You're not leaving here. You just decided you're going to Michigan and you haven't decided yet.
I just, I'm gonna teach a law teacher at Michigan.
Pardon?
I was asking if they were going to the law school at Michigan, because I know the law school teacher, one of them,
One of them. No,
never tries.
they got to make it through undergrad. Then, so is that what you want to do? You want to be lawyers or what? She says, I'll see. This one's like, no, don't want anything to do with that. Well, the morning, so that you know, where's my cheat sheet? Maybe not for you guys, but for me, it will be exceedingly boring, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of late.
Because it's light. I signed it. You're all set.
Thanks. I'll get a copy. I told
You need
Thank you, Judge.
not a problem.
Just started saying downtown last night, there were a boatload of people there for that draft.
Draft. Yeah, that was crazy. Court does call the case Blue Heron Point Apartments versus Kiera Smith.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christopher working for the plaintiff.
Kiera Smith, not here. Like take the fault.
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear a firm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Rent to retain is currently $4,240. Court costs are $174, and that totals $4,414. Plaintiff would request a writ to be issued in 10 days if that amount is spent.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession. Redemption amount in the amount requested with the writ issue 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor. I do have a judgment.
Judgment for me?
Yes. My apologies, I didn't. Fill it out.
No, it's okay.
I believe there was a withdrawal of an eviction, but it may not be on your docket.
A withdrawal of,
Yes, and my guess is that it probably never ended up on the docket if all we did is submit.
what's the name on it?
Destiny Silence.
It's actually on the Tuesday.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that is it.
Can I briefly say something?
Yes, sir.
We're still on the record.
Yes, we are.
Well, I wanted to indicate I'm leaving Lando's office I'll be around doing coverage work. There's a trial next week that I'll be doing, but I wanted to thank you for the experience in this court. And, it's been valuable, so I'll spread my wings a little more, and I'm sure I'll see you more. But
Yes, please. I hope that you will still be here appearing before me.
yes,
It's you're a joy and a good lawyer and you're good with the tenants and the people that are here, which I think is an admirable quality.
yeah. My plan is to do coverage work for other attorneys, but I do have a soft approach, so we'll see. We'll see.
Well,
Right.
right. Well, no, you have a reasonable approach. How about that? All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
Sir. Court does call the case of Beal Properties versus Bill Short.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brent taking on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right. Yeah. You can come right up. No, you can come right up. You can come up right up to the podium. You're good. All right. Your name, sir?
William Short.
All right. Okay, where are we in this case?
I had a chance to speak to Mr. Short, Your Honor, and it sounds as if he is already in the process of moving. I believe he'll be out by today or tomorrow. So we just would like to dispose of this with a conditional dismissal, wherein the terms would be that he's going to vacate no later than the 1st of next month. To give a little bit of a wiggle room there.
Mr. Short?
Yeah, I'll be out of there, sir. Hopefully my VA rep, he found me another place in the city of Ann Arbor. And my stuff's all boxed up, bagged up, and all we're waiting on is the keys. And that's supposed to happen today, after they go in and inspect it, the paint.
Right.
So I'm gonna sign the lease today, and I promise you, if this don't go according to plan, I will take myself out of there by the 1st. Because I do have a tent. I can still live in a tent. So I promise you, I will vacate it.
All right. You said you're working with the VA?
Yeah, I have a veterans representative. I'm in that HUD VAST. HUD VAST, it's like Section 8.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah, and I'm in that program, but so I can't make them work any faster.
No, I got
I've
you.
been kind of on hold for like the last 3 or 4 days, all my stuff boxed up in crates, and so I promise you, sir, I'm not trying to give nobody a hard time.
No, I don't think that you are, but you're gonna be out by the 1st.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm hoping today, you know, I don't have that much property, so it shouldn't.
All right, so they're doing this in form of a conditional dismissal. You understand what that means?
Yeah, I gotta live up to my end of the.
Right, but the case will be dismissed. Okay, and then if you move out and live up to your end of the bargain,
Well,
then what will happen is it will remain dismissed.
okay,
If you don't vacate,
I know.
right, no dismissal, but if it doesn't happen, okay, then what will happen is that they can then file what an affidavit, basically reopen the case.
I'm not
And
gonna lie to
then
you.
enter a judgment and threat, okay?
I'm not gonna come in here and look you in your eyes, and I'm not gonna do that and lie to you.
To look in my eyes?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you about moving. I promise.
Oh, no, Mr. Short, I don't think you're lying to me at all.
Okay.
I just have to explain some of these rights to you and make sure that you understand that what's going on, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I don't need you to be sending that guy to my door. You know,
No, he won't go anywhere.
I don't need
He's
that.
got to be with me.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I've always admired you and respected you. I think you're probably one of the best in the Walton County. I really admire you, sir.
Short, that means the world to me, and thank you very much for saying that. What branch of military?
U.S. Army.
You're an Army guy. Okay, well, and I'll say this to you and I'll pay you a compliment. I get to do what I get to do because of people like you. Yes, absolutely. And I always am, I'm always mindful of that there are those that sacrifice, and you sacrificed and I didn't have to. And so I want to thank you for that. All right, sir. All right. So what I'll do, I'll indicate that this is a conditional order dismissal. All right. And I wish all the, council, the one thing that I would change in that.
Sure. I'll be able to get this submitted later this afternoon, Judge.
Yeah, if you get it submitted later this afternoon, it's going to have to indicate that he's going to have the 10 days to move.
Okay.
Not the 1st, but really the 6th. And the reason that I do that is because he's going to be operating with folks from the VA. And I want to make sure that he's not stressed and just moving
That's
himself
perfectly
out
acceptable, Judge.
to keep to the end of his deal. And it's not anything he's doing. It's people a bureaucracy trying to move.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Short. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.